Edwena from Straight from the Rack, and today I'll be speaking to none other than the Houston-born Hollywood actor Chad Davis.
You know, what's up? How you doing? I'm excited to be in Houston, interviewing, and just to let y'all know what I've been working on. So I'm excited.
You know what? A lot of people don't know that before you even moved to Hollywood, you were a student here at U of H.
I was a student. I went to U of H, and I just knew my heart and everything I wanted to do was in LA.
So tell us a little bit about like that leap of faith that you took about 5 years ago?
Yeah, 5 years
to actually just say, hey, I'm gonna follow my dreams and I'm going to Hollywood. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So I remember auditioning for AMNA, and my theater teacher told me about the school, and I was just like, ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna get accepted. My grades was not good. So I didn't have good grades, so if you don't have good grades, that really don't matter. I just had faith. And I remember driving to Dallas to audition because I missed the Houston audition, and my car broke down halfway, and I literally had to ride in the trunk, in the back of a pickup truck with somebody I did not know.
Wow.
All the way to Dallas.
From then, you graduated with a degree.
Yeah.
And
fine arts. Bachelor's in fine arts.
And from then on, you've gone on to do many big projects. I mean,
Yes.
you've worked with big celebrities, Katy
Yes.
Perry, Babyface, Lil Wayne, just to name a few. Can you tell us about how that was to work with big celebrities like that?
The first big celebrity I worked with was, my first major music video was Estelle. The first time I saw myself on TV. And my favorite artist who I grew up watching and who was just my dog was Lil Wayne. To see Lil Wayne actually shake his hand, everybody was like, you know, when you come in, don't take no pictures, don't talk to him, no shit. I was like, I done bought the Carter 1, the Carter 2, drop 1, drop 3, drop. I said, I'm shaking his hand.
And you've even, you worked on a documentary, or actually you created a documentary that got a lot of press.
When I started making it in Hollywood, I had an option to buy a camera or buy a car. I was like, I got a certain amount of money, and God just was like, you know what, you should get the camera. So I got my camera. I had 1 more month of school left, and everybody was looking for agents and stuff like that, and I was just focusing on my documentary. So I was going around Hollywood interviewing homeless people and asking them, like, how did you end up in Hollywood? What happened? Moved there for acting, moved there for singing, dancing, and they ended up homeless because of drugs and just bad situations. I don't think that were bad people. I think people just make bad mistakes. And, you know, so I connected with that. And I met this dude named George, and he became my homie. So once I finished the documentary, I put it online. The news got it, KTLA, NBC, ABC, all these people started hitting me up, and I ended up on the news. And this was before all the music videos, before everything. I was on the news for something I created. So that's why I tell people to create your own work, and I support that. And that's why I'm doing this interview with you right now, because I support people who want to create and don't be subject to the system and think someone has to always hire you. You can create your own work. Like Prince said, you can create your own work. Really, you can. So, and if we start supporting each other and we really get honed in that, the world gonna be a different place.
That's right. Another creation that you did, Black Soap.
Yes.
Actually, it's a series, not that you did, that you're doing, that you've done. Black Soap, we can all see it on the internet. Tell us about how that came about, how you came up with that idea and how you cast some members. Like, how did that?
Black Soap, man, I love Black Soap. Shout out to Tracy and Yaya. Black Soap came from, because I always had a dream to be in Bad Boys. So we had the version of Bad Boys, but it was the crookie version. So we was, you know, messing with girls around town, doing drugs, and we got connected with the prostitute in town who was the crazy girl who knew all the information. So Yaya, that's how we got Yaya in it, and the dynamic was really good, and we improv a lot. So this show was really, I have an idea. I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna take the money, and then we're gonna leave the scene like that. And we literally improv off of each other, and we got so many views. The most views we ever got on something was about 1.3 million on Facebook.
So you know I have to ask you, because Straight from the Rack, we love inspiring people, but we love fashion. And your fashion sense, crazy.
Thank you.
Love it.
Thank you.
Where are some of the places that you like to shop when you're in Hollywood?
I'ma just be real. I know in Houston, guys, don't shop at Forever 21, but in LA it's a different world. Forever 21 has some dope clothes, like really, and it's not expensive, you know, because I'm not rich yet, but I'm blessed, and I like to find nice stuff.
Now, who are some of your influences as far as who inspired you to really want to start acting and want to start? You also rap with people, you also do music.
Yeah.
Who are some of your, as far as actors, influences, and musicians?
Music. Okay, so as far as actors, I'm gonna have to say Denzel, because I remember the first movie where I was like, okay, I want to be an actor was John Q. I seen John Q, and I actually know the little boy who played his son. I see him at the gym all the time.
Wow.
I see him at the gym, I speak to him. I haven't been like, yo, I'm a fan, but it's like I see him and I'm like, bro, you don't know that movie that you did is the reason why I moved to LA. And as far as, I mean, Denzel, if you hear him talk off camera, it's like, wow. You can watch him like you watch one of his movies because he's that smart. He has that much wisdom. He's a God-fearing man, and I'm a God-fearing man too. I'm a spiritual person. I don't hide my religion. I love the Lord, and that's something I'm always, you know, put on the forefront. And as far as my music, I would have to say my two biggest influences in music have to be my cousins, because Stephen and Al taught me how to rap, and I grew up a little kid watching my cousins. Dang, I want to rap like that. And I can say Lil Wayne, and I can say people that's known, but if I'ma just be real, it was the people who were taking care of me and watching over me and watching them follow their dreams made me want to follow my dreams. So if they wasn't ambitious, I wouldn't be ambitious. So that's why it's so important to watch what you say in front of, you know, little people that influence you, like your little cousins or your little brothers, or even people who just maybe your friends that's younger than you. Gotta really, you know, have a good character and make sure you always tell them to do the right thing. Don't lead them in the wrong direction.
And you're so right, because you have I say you have a really big fan base. What a lot of young people don't realize that are fans of yours is that it takes hard work. It's not just about you. They see one nice picture and they think, oh, you live in the high life. They don't understand how many hours a week that you put towards your craft. What advice would you give to young people if they wish to follow in your footsteps? How hard they have to work? What would you tell them they actually need to do to perfect their craft?
You know what? I'm gonna just be I'm gonna tell you what I did, because you know everyone has different paths. If you really want to follow your dreams and own your craft, you have to focus on your purpose. And once you figure out what your purpose is, you have to set goals for yourself. And you have to have healthy habits. I
like that. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to have this interview. Like I said, I'm Edwena White from Straight From The Rack. You can follow me on Instagram, Straight From The Rack, and you can also look us up on Facebook, Edwena White, Straight From The Rack.
Come on, I'm Chad Davis. You can follow me on Instagram at I Am Chad Davis. On Facebook, I Am Chad Davis. Everything is I Am Chad Davis, so it's real easy to find me. So I had fun here in Houston. Thank you for this interview.
Bye.
Come on now.